Hello everyone and welcome to Jade Empire. I'm going with Wu and Leaping Tiger, but we're not going to keep that name. Instead we're going to type in Aura Brea. That's a reference for those of you that don't know to Parasite Eve. And here we are, at the beginning of the game.
I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard.
I could blindfold myself, that might give me odds.
You're not Master Lee yet. I would welcome another match with you, though. Let's say one more before we break for the day. Let us begin.
I'm rarely beaten, friend. Now I'm playing on the PC Special Edition with an Xbox One controller. And this is just the tutorial, and you're supposed to dodge here. There we go. And now you just beat Jingwu. And just like that.
Did you see? Master Lee was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens,
the bruises are worth it.
You are gracious as always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Lee told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance.
No, Dizzy, get down.
He said you could take your time, so you need
it's
not
my
rush.
Cat.
He specifically
just
told me there was no
attention.
rush, so I didn't think it would be
tell me earlier?
Besides, who could turn down a chance to practice with you? You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Wherein a master foretells the doom of a rival challenges her station and the past haunts the present. Chapter 1. And I'll leave it up there for a few seconds for you all to read. It went the wrong way. Taking the long way around. Harmonic combinations. Auspicious portents. Now, for those of you that don't know, you get experience from each of these books or whatever you read. And if you read a certain amount, then you get techniques, which are passive buffs to your abilities. Long drought.
Oh, you're finally here to talk to Master Lee.
Let's go talk to Galu Lesser.
I certainly hope so. The old man is in there meditating, and he won't train me until he talks to you. Really?
If I had known I was holding a training,
You
it
would
would
have
have
dropped
come
everything
sooner.
to make way for me. I don't think so. You're far too important to waste time worrying about my education. Master Lee certainly considers your training important enough to shove all others aside, so why shouldn't I bow down to your greatness? You don't want my answer to that question.
What did I do to earn this
Go talk
belligerence?
to one of your sandal-licking friends and let them tell you I'm jealous. I'm sure Wen could stammer out an answer for you, something to make you feel all warm inside and just great about yourself. Master Lee wants to talk to you. Do me a favor and go talk to him. Then maybe I can actually receive some education at this school.
just kind of sidestep in to see Master Lee, who is voiced by Brian Denny, I
there you are, my
believe.
student. I watched your bout against Jingwu with great pride. You have gained almost all you can from the practice arena. You are my best pupil, though you came to me an orphan. I have tried to prepare you for the responsibility your skills will bring. Have you given thought to your future? Your
Perhaps I will
lessons are
train others as
complete.
you have trained me.
Remember these basic skills and keep them at heart. But also remember that classes are not a true measure of ability. Always be ready to learn. I recall that, as a child, you fell and bruised your arm.
Come on, Desi.
Saying
In or
that
out?
small pains are part of learning, but not every setback imparts wisdom. You must be careful. Sometimes all you learn in defeat
Now
is that you
Desi's
have been
climbing on my
defeated.
lap.
This world is out of balance. Spirits
You
grow
might hear
restless,
meow,
and you
I
have a
don't
role
know.
to play that I have
You know,
kept
depends how
secret.
social he's feeling.
Those who announce their important
I'm sure it was
destiny
for a good
before
reason,
they
Master.
are ready tend to meet unfortunate ends. The wise only seek attention when capable of dealing with it. The people are scared. I do not have all the answers, but I know you will become very important to the fates of many. You will be called to face a great evil.
Master! Master Lee!
What is this interruption? This had better be important. There is much to say.
Master! Nijo came to warn me. He saw a boat from the outlook past the fields. Strange outlaws. They fired something at him, and Kiamin was injured.
Where is she now?
Still outside the village by the outlook. Nijo
Ooh.
couldn't carry
I
her.
love how
Please
Master Lee
come,
just
Master
pops
Lee.
up
The
out of
bandits are
nowhere
not at the
there.
village yet, but they could arrive at any time.
We will have to continue our discussion later, my student. It appears we have more pressing matters. The time for practice is over.
What
Go
would
to
you have me
Bujin,
do,
the
Master?
weapon master, and get a weapon. You may soon be called to use it. On your way, make certain Dawnstar is aware of the danger. Her skills have always complemented yours, so take her with you. Prepare yourself for a potential attack while I tend to my fallen student. I will return as soon as I can. We will continue our discussion when the threat is over. Good. The time comes when you will know all you
I will
need
do as
to.
you ask.
For now, keep the basics at heart.
Now, before we go take care of them, the bandits, we're gonna go into this chest here and get some lion figurines. Now, it's the blue lights, we put on the blue. It's reds, we put on the red. It's yellows, we put on the yellow.
But
Give
pays
you
the
one
wage of a
coin,
cook, not a champion.
and I believe one experience point. Yes. Now, what you do is you press Y or button 4 or whatever. You go into focus mode, and that makes you run faster and slows down everyone else. And then you come over here to the grave. And place a silver coin in. And then it attaches. So you have the lion head token. And then you go back to Master Lee's house or whatever you want to call it. And then you do a slightly harder puzzle, where you place a token in the lion's mouth. Now it's green, which I screwed up. But you do blue and yellow, and it turns to red, orange. So you remove the blue, place the red, now it becomes purple. So you remove the yellow,
Examine the
place the
world
blue.
from all angles, and you will see the interconnectedness of all things. Even that which is humble can be the key to greater things.
And so you get Gaze of the Lion and 75 experience points. Now, depending on how this playthrough goes, I might attempt a speedrun of this.
What's the matter, Dawnstar? Are you scared that Master Li might find out?
There is talk of approaching bandits, and you bother me with unsubtle advances. How very like you, Gao. No doubt a
There's
tactic
Gao
learned
and
from your criminal
Dawnstar.
father.
His name is Gao the Greater, and he built a fortune out of some ragged thieves and slave traders. If my charm can't lift your spirit, I'll buy the ground from under you.
Flaunting your father's undeserved wealth does not impress me, Gao. It only serves to push me further away.
You step beyond your
Sounds
station.
like you to leave,
She and
Gao.
I are discussing her future.
Thank you, Gao, but I'll pick my own poison. Now leave, and if you'd be so kind, stay downwind.
I won't forget this, Dawnstar. You show great disrespect. You as well. You will not take all the glory if there is an attack. We are not through.
He is Gao the Lesser in all respects. I thought Master Li allowed him to stay so that the influence of the father could be countered, but Gao never learns. He acts like he's above Master Li's teachings. Such are the conceits of wealth, I suppose. I appreciate that you arrived when you did. That is nice to hear. Gao could learn much
don't
from
like
me
seeing
if
you
he wanted
upset.
to learn anything from anyone. Yes, he said you were coming. He just passed
You know,
you
the
with C-Pad
bandits
on his way
initially
to
said
help
to get a
Tian
weapon.
Yin. It's strange that simple bandits would launch such a raid. Master Li was concerned that this would interrupt your training. His respect for your potential is just so absolute. Has he told you any more about your future? I don't like their
No, I have a bad feeling,
They always end
Dawnstar.
up being right. Remember the grass fire? Half of the field's gone in a day, and you knew it would happen. You said you felt the lightning coming, but not even Master
I'm
Li
sure
knows the
nothing's
weather
gonna
like
happen.
that. I trust your instincts. You are full of such promise. I can see into the spiritual, an ability that grants some insight, but it doesn't seem to be useful for anything other than keeping me awake at night.
So Dawnstar here
I
can
helped Master Li discover the unrest
see
that
into the
shapes
world
your
of
future,
spirit.
but I see only problems, while you are destined to find solutions. I envy you for that. I'm glad. You have
Please
always
put me
kept
on
your
a
feet on the
pedestal. I'd rather
ground.
stand beside
What does
my
Master Li
friends.
say? That you should keep the basics close to heart? Let's go get your weapon from Gujin's workshop. It shouldn't be too hard to fend off simple bandits. They're foolish to attempt such an attack. Of course. Good company will make the
Let's go
walk go
together, and I
faster.
could use the company. And then you get a follower, which you can change to attack or support. Dawnstar support restores your chi, the blue bar. So does that fountain. Red bar is your health, yellow bar is your focus, which I'm going to restore with this focus shrine. And another thing, when this game
Nice little town you
auto-saves,
have
it
here.
means there's some
Not a lot of guards, are
serious stuff about to go
How are
down.
your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it, let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it. Focus!
Time to beat some people up.
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Gujin will be in his shop north of the main stairs.
Why would bandits come here?
This building is Gujin's place.
And
As soon
the
as we
last book is right here. And then you get Legacy of Master League.
Uksayanan. Sawani Karpa.
And here's Gujin.
Hello, Weapon Master
Shikian.
Gujin. Good day to you.
Tofan? Tofan? However you pronounce it. It's a language made specifically for this game. Why do you start speaking like Gujin?
If you'd prefer, I don't need to use Thofan. Now, what brings you here? Already? I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here. Well, no time to waste. Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
You know, you came here with Master Li as just a babe. I came not long after, and I've been holding on to a weapon for you ever since. Well, two, actually, but you need to choose which one you'll take. Master Li wants you to stay focused on your first weapon. I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of two legendary weapons. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star. They say this blade was created in the forge of Smiling Fortune, blacksmith to the gods. Crafted for his son, this blade eventually found its way into the hands of men. How your master found it, I cannot say.
I would say the
ancient longsword
sword is a lot easier than the staff.
Your weapon is well deserved, and you'll need it with these bandits so close. If you decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with. One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield them safely, you must focus with each strike. Master Li has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon, and the drain won't be crippling, but you will get tired over time. That you should. Those people will be looking to you for leadership until Master Li gets back.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town. Master Li hasn't returned yet with Qianmen. I'm sure he will be back before long, but we must depend on you until he returns. I will run to the school and seal the gates.
Run back to the school
and wear
them out
and teach these bandits a lesson. I know you can.
If you watch very carefully
go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons that are dying to try out, I'm sure.
And there he goes.
Leaping tide focus, longsword.
And now it's time to go into focus mode and kill people with swords. Well, I'm not. I assume they're dying. All it says in the stats is that enemies have been defeated, and they're ran out of focus, and now I power up my leaping tiger.
We have to help. Be careful.
And I save this old man
someone
just
from the
barely.
school would help. No one else could.
Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach, but we need someone skilled.
I can hear fighting to the east. We have to push these bandits back off the beach.
And then another autosave, so you know something's gonna go down.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Kaboom!
Leaping tiger, longsword.
And he's okay.
Focus. Cannon fire. Leaping tiger.
Cannon fire, look out.
Leaping
And more bandits from nowhere. And I missed.
Look out!
Look out for what? Boom!
Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
And now, your first spirit enemies of the game. Spirit enemies cannot be damaged by weapons. You need to use martial attacks, or magic attacks, or transformation attacks. So I switch back to Leaping Tiger. That up arrow means I gotta level up. And there we go. First spirit opponent's defeated.
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it.
The soundtrack is done by Jack Wall. A very amazing
You will die
soundtrack.
now, so I am not troubled later.
You! Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success.
1, 2, 3. Boom!
It would seem that my past is catching up
Straight
to
up
me,
kill them.
and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready. Do not be so quick to thank me. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
Now level up, I do 1 in each. And then I do a little bit of damage increase and chi damage, and then damage increase. And speed increase and focus cost
We
reduction.
fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me. I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Li called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else. Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have
Where did
very
you live
little
before you
memory of
came
my
to
home
school?
before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I arrived. I remember moving
Now, just
around
like any
a lot,
other
never
Bioware
staying
game, it's
anywhere for
important that
long,
you
and
talk to
for
your
some reason, the
companions.
robes of that sorcerer looked familiar to me.
Wish we were going to be doing
I
that
don't
a
know
lot.
why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks. With glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts, I could have seen them anywhere. I can't remember specific incidents, but I am
move
used to
around?
being
How'd you
shunned.
come here?
People are not very welcoming of those who appear to not let the dead lay peacefully. Master Li said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person. That person wanted me safe, but he said he couldn't ensure it himself. Master Li doesn't know who that guardian was or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just be. Then we should return to Master Li so he can talk to you
That's
about
all
this
for
attack.
Now you head into this cave here and steal some of the bandits' loot, which was 22 and 95 silver.
I'm so glad you and Master Li arrived when you did. My
and
father
then
ran to the
here's
school
me,
gate to
Joe.
find students to help. Did he make it? That is a great relief.
You say there's no
We tried our
reason to be
best,
concerned.
but without you and Master Li,
And right
we
there
would have
is
died.
the first
Thank you.
open palm points we get.
Hopefully Master Li can shed some light on what led to this. A sorcerer in our little village? What is wrong with the world?
Oh, you! You're a friend of Dawnstar, right? I'm looking for her. Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders, unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child. I don't know.
You were right
People
to
just
tell her,
want to be
even if she
left
didn't want
alone
to
with
hear
their
it.
grief. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right. Master Li will be waiting.
Focus.
It's a good thing we have Master Li here.
Don't forget his senior student. They say she's the one who fought many of those bandits.
And then these two are talking about me. And
Hey,
then what's over
boys,
here?
look who it is.
Is that
Bunch
the
of
one gal the
drunkards.
Lesser's always going on about?
I think so. I say we teach a little lesson about staying in your place when great men like Gao are around. You're not going anywhere. Gao will give
Now
us
looking
fat
for a fight,
silver
I'll just
bonuses
leave.
if we teach you a lesson about respect.
Leaping tiger.
You
Focus.
guys are drunk. Do you really want to do this? Now. And then take more money. Money, 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 money. Money. Now I'm gonna stop by Smiling Mountain and see what he has for sale, technique-wise. And then that'll probably be the end of part 1. Oh,
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected no less. Your skill is a match for any rough bandit. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer. Ah, yes, training. For some time now, I have offered personal fee to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger or better able to focus your mind or magic. Let's see what you can learn.
Let's see what you have. So there he is. This stuff for now, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye and have a great day.